Welcome everyone to the 2015 financial year annual general meeting. Please feel free, those up the back, if you would like to move forward. It's up to you, but some of the best seats, and they're free, are available up the front. But welcome, thanks for taking the time out to attend the AGM. We respectfully acknowledge that we're meeting on the traditional land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. With me on stage tonight, I have Club CEO Peter Jackson, who will make a presentation tonight. And with him, David Chippendale, CFO, here for any specific questions relating to the accounts later in the evening. Just one housekeeping matter, if you can please turn off your mobile phones during the meeting, that would be appreciated. As chairman of the Melbourne Football Club, I will act as chairman of this meeting. Given there are obviously more than 50 members present either in person or by proxy, I declare a quorum is present, and therefore this meeting is a properly constituted meeting of the members of the Melbourne Football Club. The annual general meeting is now open. I note that the minutes of the previous AGM will be taken as read pursuant to the AGM resolution of 3 December 1980. The annual report was posted on our website on Monday 23 November 2015 and subsequently sent to all members who had requested a hard copy. The annual report of 2015 has been tabled for discussion in this meeting. I will not go into detail of the report at this point. In time, a presentation on the annual report by our CEO Peter Jackson will follow shortly. I'd like to introduce the auditors from Ernst & Young. Members may ask the auditors questions in relation to the conduct of their audit later in the meeting. Partners David Shuring and Alison Parker. Later tonight, the meeting will include presentation of Life membership, presentation of Volunteer of the Year award. Simon Goodwin will then provide a football update, including introducing our new players who have joined the club. I know you'll be looking forward to this. Hence, I intend to keep my chairman's report on 2015 very brief. So turning to the chairman's report. When I reflect on 2015, I think of many of the great public moments we had. Some terrific match days, Anzac Eve against Richmond, the BCNA match, our undefeated women's team, and the wonderful Big Freeze at the G. Great wins against Geelong, in Geelong, and beating Collingwood, just to name a couple. Then there was Jesse Hogan's Rising Star win, and Angus Brayshaw finishing the top 5 as well. The terrific trade and draft period. The launch of our new visual identity when we took over Melbourne for the day. A second consecutive profit result. All of these and many more great moments, but really, while we all took satisfaction in many of these moments, there is a much deeper and more important message to take from these moments. That is that we are starting to make real progress as a club. We're starting to see the signs that the development of our people and our players are building the club to be a successful one and one that we're all very proud of. But there is perhaps an even more important message, and that is while progress has been made, no one at the club is satisfied. I think it's very important to acknowledge a number of people who have contributed to our results in 2015, but who are also completely committed to supporting our club to find future success. I start with our loyal partners. Thank you to all of our committed loyal partners. First and foremost, our principal partner, AHG, who has been an outstanding supporter of the club over the past 2 years. We also thank our major partners, Tourism NT and the Northern Territory Government, China Southern Airlines, IG, New Age Caravans, New Balance and Hames Paints. Whilst I won't name all of them, I'd also like to thank our 13 other official partners for their ongoing support of the club, which is greatly valued and appreciated. I'd like to acknowledge our members and supporters. We saw an increase in membership in 2015 and also in our home game attendances. Thank you for supporting our team week in, week out. we thank all of our members for their generosity and ongoing support of our club. In particular, our First 18, our Foundation Heroes Group and Legends, Coterie and the Ron Barassi Bequest Society members, who between them contributed over $700,000 to the club during the year, an outstanding effort. We'd also like to thank the MCC for their ongoing support during 2015. We consider our relationship with the MCC to be fundamental to our future, and we're very proud of our heritage and to be a sporting section of this great club. We truly have great people working at our club. You've possibly caught up on the news that Peter Jackson's contract has been extended for a further 2 years, so Peter will remain as CEO until at least the end of 2017. The board is... I think it was a good decision. The board is delighted to have Peter's outstanding leadership committed for this critical period for the club. I really thank Peter for all the work he's putting into the club, along with all of the administration staff, with Paul Roos, Josh Marnie, all of the coaches, all of the executive leadership team, including Jen Watt, George, David, for their hard work and the work of their respective teams. On the field, it was another year of progression for the football club. We won 7 matches, which included important wins over Richmond on Anzac Eve and against the Cats down at Simmons Stadium. We had 11 players represent Melbourne for the first time this year, which is a quarter of our list. Of these, 8 were AFL debutantes. Of these debutantes, Jesse Hogan, of course, capped off his excellent first year, winning the NAB Rising Star. Angus Brayshaw played 21 games, finishing 5th in the Rising Star. Aaron Vandenberg came on the scene as a rookie in round 1 and showed that he belongs at AFL level. Who could forget lifelong mates Billy Stretch and Alex Neil-Bullen embracing after playing in their first win together. James Harms, who grew up as a Melbourne supporter, made his debut along with fellow rookie Mitch White, who impressed down back in his first game for the club. And finally, Oscar McDonald, who wore the red and blue colours for the first time, playing alongside his brother Tom, which could be a combination we will see for many years to come. The debutants were the most exciting element of the year for me, as this emergence of our core young talent, with the development being put in by our coaches, will take the club forward into a very exciting future. Again, this year we were very active in the trade and draft period. It has been a busy pre-season so far, and I'm delighted with the calibre of people we've been able to attract to the club. You'll hear more from some of our new playing recruits with Simon shortly. We welcome all of our new players and look forward to watching their development over the coming seasons. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge the service of those who left our club in 2015. Mark Jamar completed his service to the Melbourne Football Club after 155 games and 14 years service. Daniel Cross also retired after an impressive 249 games at Melbourne and the Western Bulldogs. I congratulate both Daniel and Mark on their careers, and pleasingly we have welcomed Daniel back in a player development role in the football department. A number of other players left the club at the completion of the season, and we wish these players all the best. We thank them for their service. We also pay our respects to 3 premiership players who passed away this year in Robert Tassie Johnson, Max Spittle and Jeff Tunbridge, and to all the others we lost from the Melbourne family this year. We pay our respects to their loved ones and friends. I'd now like to acknowledge the support and contribution of my fellow directors. In 2015, we welcomed David Robb and Jane Martino onto the board. David brings significant experience from senior roles in multinational organisations, and Jane has extensive experience in digital, marketing and PR. We look forward to the contribution that they'll continue to make. The board is stable and contains a strong mix of experience and skills to take the club forward. That's all from me for the time being. I'll be back in a moment, but I'd now like to introduce Peter Jackson, who'll cover the financial result and provide some more detail on our strategy moving forward. Thank you.